Have you ever felt like a single act of kindness could change your life in an unexpected way? Sometimes our day starts out as just another day, but it turns into something extraordinary, taking us on a path we never imagined. This is the story of Federico, a young man who, on his first day at work, experienced a series of events that changed his life forever. A story that reminds us how courage and kindness can open doors we didn't even know existed. Before you dive into Federico's story, I invite you to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss other stories that inspire and touch the heart. And stay until the end, because the twist that awaits you could change the way you see the challenges of life. It was a morning like any other, but for Federico, it was the day he had been waiting for years. After struggling between studying and working part-time, he had finally gotten his first real job, the first step towards realizing his dreams. He woke up early, his heart beating faster than usual. He put on a brand new suit, adjusted his tie in front of the mirror, and after a last deep breath, he felt ready to face the day. The house was silent as he picked up his meticulously organized briefcase. The smell of freshly brewed coffee filled the air, a ritual his father had always followed to give him the right boost every morning. Before leaving, his father handed him a cup of coffee, smiling proudly. "Today is the big day, son." Federico sipped that coffee, feeling the warmth that comforted him, a small gesture that connected him to his family in that crucial moment. But life, as it often happens, had other plans for Federico. As he walked to the bus stop, lost in his thoughts and the excitement of a new beginning, he saw something that made him stop. On the other side of the street, an old woman and a young girl were in trouble, threatened by two men with unsavory looks. Without thinking twice, Federico ran towards them, his protective instinct stronger than his fear. "Enough!" he shouted with determination, placing himself between the two women and their attackers. The two men, surprised, attacked him without hesitation. Federico quickly found himself at a disadvantage. One of the attackers pushed him against the wall, while the other tore off his new suit. The pain of the blows he received was strong, but his will to protect those women was even stronger. After what seemed like endless minutes, the two men decided to run away, leaving Federico injured and with his suit completely ruined. The old lady, whose name was Claudia, and her granddaughter, Julia, ran to help him. "You were so brave, thank you," Claudia said with tears in her eyes. Federico, still in pain, tried to smile and replied, "I only did what was right." And here I stop for a moment. What would you have done in Federico's place? Would you have intervened or would you have continued on your way? Write it in the comments, because courage manifests itself in many ways and your opinion counts. Despite the pain and the disastrous appearance, Federico had no intention of missing his first day of work. He quickly said goodbye to Claudia and Julia, who insisted on exchanging phone numbers, and hurried to the office. But when he arrived, the problems were not yet over. As soon as he entered the building, he felt like he was being watched. His disheveled appearance did not go unnoticed, and when he reached the meeting room where the new employee orientation was being held, his manager, Mr. Paolo, looked at him with disdain. "You must be Federico," he said coldly. "Not only are you late, but look at you. What a sight. Here, we value punctuality and presentation, and you have failed at both. You are fired. Now you can go." Mr. Paolo's words echoed through the room, leaving Federico humiliated and desperate. With no way to explain himself, he left the office, heartbroken. He had lost everything he had worked so hard for, just for doing the right thing. But not all was lost. As he wandered the streets, reflecting on how unfair fate had been, his phone rang. It was Claudia, the old lady he had helped that morning. "Federico, dear, can you come visit me tomorrow in my office? There is something important we need to discuss," she said in a gentle but urgent tone. The next day, Federico went to the address Claudia had given him. He couldn't believe his eyes when he arrived. He was standing in front of an imposing building in the heart of the city. Claudia greeted him and revealed a surprising truth to Federico. "Federico, I didn't tell you everything yesterday. You see, I am the owner of the company where you were fired. When I heard how they treated you, I was shocked. This is not how I want my employees to be treated." Federico was speechless. "That's why I decided to fire Mr. Paolo," Claudia continued, "and I would like to offer you the position of manager. I have seen your courage and integrity, and I think you are the right person for this role." Federico's heart was racing. He couldn't believe what he was hearing. Not only had he received a second chance, but this one was bigger than he had ever dreamed. With a trembling voice but full of gratitude, he accepted the offer. From that day on, Federico devoted himself wholeheartedly to his new role, improving working conditions and bringing a new vision to the company. If you've gotten this far, I invite you to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss other stories like this. The support of those who watch is essential to continue sharing positive messages like today's. Federico's story teaches us that even in the darkest moments, we must never give up on doing the right thing. Sometimes life surprises us with unexpected opportunities that arise from our most altruistic actions. And as Federico learned, courage and kindness can open doors we never knew existed. Remember, every challenge can hide an extraordinary new opportunity. Thanks for staying with us till the end of the video. We hope this story has inspired you. See you tomorrow with another story extraordinary.